Hey everyone, Chris Lewis from Fox 47's Digital Newsroom. Thanks for being with us again today. We try to give you an opportunity to learn about the stories of businesses doing great things here in mid-Michigan during uncertain times, during times when it's a little bit rough, through our We're Open mid-Michigan segment. And We're Open is about telling you the stories of businesses that are, they're pivoting, they're working, they're keeping their doors open, but they may be doing it in a little bit different way than you might have seen in the past. Today, we've got Scott Ellis. Scott Ellis is with Michigrain Distillery here in Lansing, Michigan. Scott, thanks so much for being here today.
Well, Chris, thanks for having me, and thank you for doing what you guys are doing about the small businesses that are trying to survive during these times.
I truly appreciate you being on today, for telling your story. Why don't we start off by just talking about Michigrain Distillery and what Michigrain is doing to be able to continue in these times right now.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we are obviously a full distillery, and we make vodka, whiskeys, bourbons, and we make for other distilleries. Actually, when we set up 2 years ago, we set up to make bulk for other distilleries. And when this crazy time came, not only did we know that we may not be able to produce our product anymore, and the need may not be there currently, but we also, my partner Mike Bird and I, realized there was a need for sanitizer, and we had the capability of doing it, and we wanted to jump on that opportunity. I'll be honest, we started before it was legal, a little bit of prohibitionist, I guess, but we actually started the process to make some hand sanitizer locally prior to the federal government allowing distilleries to do it. And so we're trying to ramp up full capacity right now.
So tell me a little bit about that process, and how do you actually create this from things that you would have used to create the alcoholic beverages that you would have created?
So hand sanitizer traditionally is made with isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and ethanol is drinking alcohol, and that is not in nature that you can drink, that you make vodka, gin, rums, all those different things out of. Ethanol is the active ingredient in any hand sanitizer if it's used. So isopropyl or ethanol. What we make now, when it comes off our tap, it's 95% ethanol, 5% water. So we can then take that and dilute it with hydrogen peroxide and a emollient, which we'll use glycerol, and we can then dilute that down following the WHO's recommendations, not the band. And we can then dilute that down to a hand sanitizer using ethanol versus an isopropyl rubbing alcohol. So we had the ability to do it. What we're struggling with and coming to work on right now is bottling. We've never, we didn't need that type of bottling. We're hand making bottling systems, and as we speak, we're putting together a manifold and a bottling system to fill bottles.
Now, I know that hand sanitizer right now is in high demand. It's in high demand not only within service industries, health industries, but individuals are looking for it in stores and they can't find it. Are you selling this to all kinds of people, to larger entities? And if so, how are people finding out about what you're doing, and how are they accessing your products?
Well, it's all the above, Chris. One way they're finding out is thanks to you and many other the news organizations and media outlets that have run our story. We are donating quite a bit, but we're also selling. And the reason is, one, we want to keep our staff employed. Two, we're not making it from waste. Many distillers are able to use their heads and their tails, which are waste, to make it, and they donate to that. We, however, are literally employing farmers, from wheat to corn to any type of thing. We're actually using some other breweries to have them start fermentation process for us to expand our fermentation. So all that costs money. So what we're doing is we've donated to Lansing Police Department, Lansing Fire, some of the hospitals we're donating. We're doing everything we can to donate, but at the same time, we are selling to the public and we're selling to businesses. And so we're really trying to spread it out and keep it as low priced as we can, because we do want to do this as a service. That is our number one priority. But at the same time, we have to pay the bills and keep our staff. And I'll be honest, our staff is very limited because we won't let anybody else inside the building now that we don't know where they're at. And we're being really strict with our staff of where they go and who they are in contact with. So right now we have 5-gallon buckets that businesses can buy at a limited rate. And then we also have bottles that people are walking up and driving up that can purchase as well.
For those people that do want to access this to be able to purchase these bottles from you, are there certain hours, or do they need to call ahead to be able to do that?
So the businesses that are buying 5-gallon buckets, we recommend calling ahead to kind of reserve it so we don't run out. Also, we're screening it. We want to make sure nobody's buying it and hoarding it and then turn around and selling it. So we are doing a screening process as best we can and making sure that everybody gets it. As far as the walk-up, we're open till 7 p.m., usually from noon to 7, but my number one recommendation would be go to Michigrain Distillery's Facebook. And we post our hours every single day to what the next day coming is, and we kind of maybe put a stock out there of what we have. But you can always call, you can always stop by during those hours, and we have plenty of bottles right now. We are bottling and bottling and bottling like crazy.
Well, Scott, I really appreciate you sharing this, and we'll definitely put some links here today so people know where to access that and to be able to contact you. And I truly thank you for all that you're doing to not only give back to the community, but for keeping those doors open, keeping people employed, and doing what you can in these crazy times.
Thanks, Chris. And I really appreciate what you're doing, getting it out there, because the small businesses need you right now. Carry out food orders, anything you can do. We really appreciate you sharing the word.